Up for questions here. Maria, why don't you start us off here? Go ahead.
Hello, Jade. Jordan, I wanted to ask you, of course, a rookie year is tough anyway, and obviously you had a tremendous loss last week and your grandmother. Just how are you doing, and how much was she on your mind Friday night?
Yeah, I'm doing a lot better. Me and my family, we got to say our last goodbyes, and I was extremely happy that, Seattle let me, go say my goodbyes and, grieve with my family. So, um, it was okay. Like I'm good. I'm glad that, I got to see her. And now I could take her everywhere. She's with me. So I'm looking at it through that lens, and, we're gonna keep moving forward as life goes on. But like I said, she's gonna, always be with me.
Jade, a basketball question, and both of you can answer this. How big was that win Friday night? How much does that boost this team? Because you've played well, but just, couldn't get that W in the books. How much did that game mean to y'all as a team?
I mean, it was huge. A win can change the mood dramatically, and after a few losses, sometimes you just don't feel like it's ever going to happen. But it's a credit to the group. We stayed together. We had some conversations that needed to be had as a group, and then we moved forward in the right direction. So it was huge. Everyone stood up when they had to. It was a huge team effort, and hopefully we can use that momentum now. We know what style of basketball we want to play, and we showed that on Friday night. So hopefully we can take that into the game today and then moving forward as well.
What about you, Jordan? How big was that for you to get that win after joining the team again?
I mean, it's really hard to get a win in this league. And as you can see, so, it was just like Jade said, just a positive, moving in the right direction. I feel like, everybody that stepped on the court, everybody on the team, played a huge part, stepped up when they could. Bench energy was great, as always. But like I said, it's just a good momentum build for us. We know how we want to play. We got to build off of that.
Jordan, I don't know if you've seen some of the social media clips, but apparently you were dancing behind Coach Quinn during the game. I mean, I assume you would only do that if you were ahead on the scoreboard. Just what was that all about?
That's the thing. See, one thing about me, I'm gonna have a good time. So I just seen the camera. As you know, the camera is like a magnet to me. It just attracts me. I just seen it. I was like, let me show y'all some dance moves because y'all ain't seen nothing. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. So seeing the camera, it looked like it was, facing me just a little, a good amount to, get some dance moves in. And, I was able to do that. So I'm happy that you guys got to witness that. I'm happy that you guys got to witness that, but it just goes to show, who I am, my character. I'm fun, I bring the energy, positive. I like that, like I said, I like that fun.
Jade, what about you? Is that something you think you might try behind Coach one day, or just maybe leave it to Horston?
I might leave the dance moves to Jay. I don't have much rhythm myself. But the only thing you'll see from me is just a lot of yelling and a lot of 3-point celebrations. We got shooters on this team, so that's my kind of thing. But yeah, I think I'll leave that spotlight and the dancing to Jay.
Jade, another question for you. Y'all are at the age where you're losing your older family members. I mean, it happens when you hit your 20s, your 30s, grandparents. When a teammate loses somebody so close to them, how does the team respond when the player comes back?
We just try to support our teammate as much as possible. We knew it was important for her to go home and be with her family during that time, and I'm glad Seattle allowed her to do that. And if we got asked, we weren't going to say no. It's an important thing, so we just wanted to support Jay 100%, have her back. We're a family here as well, and we understand that life happens sometimes. So for her to go home and be with her family was the best thing for her, and then to come back and she played well on Friday night. So it's great to have her back around the group, but it's important for her to, be there with her family for those moments because, family members, life happens, like I said, and we would hate for her to miss that.
Jordan, this game against Indiana, obviously Aaliyah Boston, I mean, y'all go way back. You have a strong relationship with her. I know when the, ball tips, you're both trying to win, but How good is it just to get to see her today?
Oh man, I mean, it's always good to see my people, people that I've grown up with. Still can't believe that, we all made it. But like I said, like on the court, it's all basketball, all business afterwards, with hugs and, laughter and stuff like that. But like I said, it's always good to see Aaliyah and, the other rookies that I came in with.
Jeff Brown, if you would like to go ahead.
Oh yeah. Jade, first you had just mentioned a moment ago that kind of during that 10-game losing streak, you guys had to kind of have some serious conversations. Like, was that like a players only meeting, or kind of what kind of needed to be said to kind of get you guys back on the track?
I think it was we just had to reconnect. And people just had conversations and we just talked it out. But when sometimes when it gets down, you can start to internalize and stuff. And this group didn't do it too much, but obviously something just wasn't connecting. So once we all just spoke about it, we kind of addressed what was happening. And we want to get a win. We're all competitors, and that's what you want to do. You want to win. That's the enjoyable part of basketball. So once we kind of sorted that out, did what we could, had some conversations. We really noticed it in training, started to bring that spark back. And I think that's what led to the really good performance starting in New York. We had a great performance then, and then we grew up and we got that big win in Chicago. So I think we're trending in the right direction, and I have no doubt we'll carry that over into our game tonight.
Nice. And then during the this is questions for both of you. During the 10-game losing streak, as you're kind of saying, it's, obviously that gets difficult, that like mentally that gets frustrating, all that kind of stuff. For each of you, outside of basketball, what was your kind of like go-to for your like peace and happiness and everything? Just so that, you're not just constantly like in a frustrated, bad state of mind. What did you kind of reach out to or do that just brought a lot of happiness to you?
For me, I had to work on positive self-talk. Just being able to know that, the game is over, we have a new opportunity next, and just be able to, bounce back and be able to, let things go. So for me, I would have to say I've been working on a lot of positive self-talk and, being able to move on to the next game.
Yes, kind of touching on that. Yeah, just staying as positive as possible. Even with like the lows, there were still little wins that we can take out of everything for us as rookies. Just learning. There's always opportunities for us to learn in this league, and for me as well, it's just a matter of staying ready. So just making sure I keep telling myself that if an opportunity comes, I'll be ready for it. And then just talking to my people at about 4 p.m. in Seattle. Everyone in Australia will wake up, so that's when I'll start to FaceTime my friends from home, and just staying in contact with them and what they're doing back home always kind of gives me peace, and yes, makes me feel connected with them. So that's how I tried to like balance it out. But yeah, it's looking good now, so we're excited to keep this. Hopefully, let's get a win streak going.
Got time for one more.
Okay, so for one more, I guess this would be for both you as well. Is there a specific coach that you guys work with for like individual skill and development? And if it's different coaches, I guess you can mention that as well.
For me, it's whoever coach is the closest. I mean, I talk to all the coaches. I usually watch film with Coach Ebb, and I do my pregame workout and stuff with Dale. But like I said, I it's pretty much all the coaches is who I look towards.
Yeah, similar for me. I think every coach kind of brings a different perspective as well, which is really unique and can help our game in any way. I do a lot of my individual work with Perry. He's been helping me with like all that stuff. And I watch film with Pope. So they're kind of my 2 touch points, but all the coaches are willing to share and give you tips and stuff whenever you need.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Come up, Coach Quinn, in just a moment.